More baseball talk too, but now Canada's national summer sport. The St. Catharines Junior A Athletics regular season begins Wednesday night at home, Canada Games Park, and this season is a big one.
Everybody's talking, the buzz ain't just a beer. Radio man keeps saying, this could be our year. Huddled up headlights, team colors across the lawn. Don't matter where you're coming from, we're here to get it gone. It's that hometown crowd, yeah, it's in our blood. And even when the clock runs out, we still raise the cup. It ain't about that hat trick, home run, or big first down. Just looking for a little something we can rally around. Seat in the house, courtside or on the couch, we still get loud.
Welcome back inside Tony Rose Arena in Orangeville, Ontario for Game 5 of this OJLL semifinal series between the Orangeville Northmen and the Peterborough Lakers. Orangeville has a 3-1 series lead, looking to punch their ticket to yet another OJLL Finals. The Lakers looking to show they got life left. They're not done their season, and they are ready to roll. I'm John Donville for the OJLL and JVI Sports. Welcome to another OJLL playoff game. It was the Northmen taking the contest 8-4 yesterday. That was Game 4 in Peterborough. So looking to close it out today in back-to-back games. One of two OJLL games tonight. Beaches and Whippy facing off right about now in Pickering. We'll keep you posted all night long on that score as well. That series, of course, at 2-2. So stakes are high tonight. Like I said, Orangeville looking to go back to the OJLL Finals for the second time in 2 years after winning it last year. And Peterborough looking to take this thing back to Peterborough Memorial Center. Jake Spalina for Orangeville, Will White for Peterborough. Let's play some lacrosse. Good first victory here. That's Sam Trumbull picking up the loose ball for Peterborough, and the Lakers will have first possession. Expect those to be dogfights all night long. Here's Nate Sage. Down to Daniel Clark. Shot and a save for Evan Konstantopoulos. Good first possession there for the Northmen defense, and they'll look to put their vaunted offense back for their first possession of the game. This is Owen Ron. Now down to Dylan Sanderson going to work. Bit of an ISO situation here. Shot to score. Dylan Sanderson gets the scoring opened just 48 seconds into Game 5. Sanderson working on a big playoff here. That's his 8th goal to go along with 25 assists. Most of his goals happen off the isolation. You can see the Peterborough defender sitting back. And top cheese, that's a nice looking shot. A big game player, scored some big goals in the Minto Cup last year, and especially in Game 7 of the OJLL Finals, working on a nice playoff here in his second full season of Junior A lacrosse. Boy, another huge battle here off the faceoff. Looks like it's going to go Orangeville's way. Good loose ball there by Aaron Taguri, former Mimico captain. Trade deadline acquisition, plays his college lacrosse at Jacksonville. Been a nice ad here for Orangeville. Here's Trey Deere working on Trumbull. Up to Liam Matthews, currently the leading scorer in the playoffs. 41 points coming into tonight's game. And he'll throw that one into the bench. A chin strap issue for Max Kruger there. Couldn't catch the pass. That one will go out of play, and Peterborough will settle in for their second possession. Yeah, penalty coming here. That's too many men on Orangeville. We'll see if Peterborough goalie coming out now. So 6-on-5 opportunity, lots of time, 15 on the shot clock for the Lakers. Shot and a save, Konstantopoulos. Messier picks it up, and the first power play tonight will head the way of the Lakers. Just a miscommunication coming off the bench there. One of the forwards stayed for Orangeville. The D guy came on, 6 on the floor. It's unwise to expect a lot of penalties in a closeout final game, but 6 guys solidly on the floor. That's as easy as it gets. Lefty strong look here for Peterborough with Curtis Ward playing the top spot. Nate Sage, Nick Rude on the creases. Clark and Wood up top. Here's Nate Sage over to Clark. Down to Rude. Clark. Now to Rude. Shot, nice save, Constantopoulos. He's looked good here early. Still well over a minute and a half left in the penalty. Orangeville looking to kill some clock here. It's Liam Matthews with it. Over to Dylan Sanderson. Into Owen Ron. Nice look. Good defense there by Peterborough. Riley Simpson getting the last check in. Owen Ron not able to take the pass. Bit of a hidden ball trick. Clark's got it in the corner. Now to Rude. Now to Wood. Box and one look for the Lakers. Moving it around the outside. Typically looking for the inside man on this. That's going to be a moving pick or some sort of off-ball interference. Alex Messier lost the stick for Orangeville. Infraction on that. So, bit of an empty possession there for the Lakers. Orangeville can kill most of the remaining power play here. Here's Max Kruger, his first touch of the night. This is Aiden Matthews going to work. He's been an elite scorer so far in the playoffs. 12 goals, just 8 assists. But when he's got his looks, he's cashed them. Matthews, the leading scorer for Orangeville with 41 points. Clark, 27 points. The leading scorer here, and he'll run the point as a righty strong look here. Different look for the Lakers. And it will be Clark getting the look. Now to Colby Wood. Over to Nick Rude. Oh, a great late stick there by the Orangeville defender, Owen Tuvell. They're going to give him the reset. I'm not sure Clark was aware of that. Steps in anyways. Nice save, Constantopoulos. Penalty will expire. So pretty good penalty kill there overall by the Northmen. I think the Lakers will probably not mind getting back to 5-on-5. They want to find some rhythm here. Get their offense going. Here's Sanderson working again. Look for that shot again. That's Matthews in tight. Nice save by Shognosh. That's a big one. Never want to let the Northmen get going early in this building. Again, Orangeville leading the series 3-1, looking to go to the OJLL finals tonight. Here's Rude going to work. Flips it back. Swing now to Drimmy. Now to Sage. He'll shoot off the post it in. Nate Sage gets the Lakers back to even early on here. It's 1-1. Good ball movement here. It's going to go over to Drimmy. One more to Sage. Orangeville sitting back a little bit. Hard to tell from this angle. That got at least a piece of Constantopoulos, I think, off of the post. So post off the goaltender and in. That's got to feel good for Sage. It's his 4th goal of the playoffs. And a big one here for the Lakers as Aaron Taguri comes up with yet another loose ball off the faceoff. There's an old expression in lacrosse, it's a race to 10. This series has been a race to 8 goals. The losing team has not scored more than 8 in any of the games. Had 2 8-4s. The one game that Peterborough won was an 8-7. So it's a race to 8 goals, at least it has been so far. Been very much a low-scoring series, very much lower than the Beaches Whitby series that's ongoing as well. Here's Aiden Matthews working with Deere. He'll shoot. Nice save by Shognosh, who's really settled in nicely after that early goal from Sanderson. Here's Trumbull getting a look. Good save, Constantopoulos. Boy, he takes up so much space in that net. Low angles are going to be tough on the big netminder. It's obviously a part of the Buffalo Bandits and their three-peat this year. One of a few players on the Northmen with NLL experience. Owen Ron played for the Colorado Mammoth this year as well. Here's Sanderson again in the ISO. He'll shoot again. Nice save. Shognosh again. So pretty much exactly how he scored the first one. And Peterborough is going to get a penalty here after the play. That's Seven Gillingham going off. Just gave Sanderson an extra piece on the way to the bench. He just got him up a little bit high. Followed through on him. Yeah, just on the left side of your screen there. I think we're going to miss the one that really earned the penalty. Those are the ones you obviously try to avoid in a do-or-die scenario. A fine line. Want to be tough on defense. Can't spend your night in the box here. Lefty look early for Orangeville. Liam Matthews low on the crease. Expect him to get involved up top somewhere. There it is to Matthews up top now. Now to Max Kruger. Back to Matthews. Over to his brother. Tries to find Kruger. Can't connect. Good loose ball battle in the corner. That's a great play by Noah Simpson in the corner. And now numbers possibly for Peterborough. Good cross pick. Shot. Nice save by Konstantopoulos. That was Riley Simpson on the fast break there. Good reset. Good loose ball for Peterborough. So they'll have an opportunity to kill a full 30 here down a man. Again, Peterborough has a penalty right now. 5-on-4 advantage for the Northmen. This is Rude getting an up pick. He'll shoot on the run. Nice save. Konstantopoulos. Looks like a different look coming out of the box this time for Orangeville. Strong right. Little hidden ball trick. Max Kruger will run the point. He's a shooter. Look for him to be aggressive. Over to Liam Matthews. Now Sanderson. Kruger. Matthews. Looking for Ron on the back pipe. Can't connect. Desperation shot. No good. So a nice penalty kill there. Less than 30 on the clock here in the power play. So Peterborough with the opportunity to kill the entire possession and get back to 5-on-5. Clark surveying, over to Colby Wood. Now back to Clark. Nate Sage with a lot of space, guarded by Graydon Stokes. He'll go to work a little bit. Clark to Wood. Not much doing there. Good hit by Graydon Stokes at the end, but still, you got to be happy with if you're a Peterborough fan, getting that first kill, getting this thing back to even strength. 2 early power plays here. Again, don't expect to see a ton of those as we get later in this potential closeout game. Here's Kruger with his first good look, and he goes top corner. Max Kruger doing what he's been doing all season long. Hunting that top right corner overhand release, and it's 2-1 for the Northmen. Some conversation after the play. There was a delayed penalty. That'll obviously be wiped out. Nothing too crazy here. Over to Kruger. Peterborough sitting back a little bit again. Man, just overhand heat to the top right corner. Kruger, you got to think, is a runaway favorite for Rookie of the Year this year. Working on a nice playoff just as well. That's his 9th goal. The playoffs go along with 15 assists, 23 points in just 7 games for the Northmen. So the rookie looking just fine. Obviously, his dad is the head coach of the Northmen. Max has attended many a playoff games in this building and looks just fine playing in them as well. Peterborough will look to answer again. Here's Rude. Trumbull's going to stay and play an offensive shift here. Strong right look for the Lakers. Carson Christie taking the pick. He'll have a go at Konstantopoulos. Another nice save. Our viewers have a good look of those ones. When they're shooting from the angle of our broadcast position, there is nothing to look at on Konstantopoulos. Here is Matthews and Deere. Matthews to Matthews. Not able to connect. And Gillingham is off to the races. They got numbers if they can find them. Great hustle by Aiden Matthews there, getting back in the hole, taking away that opportunity. Good shift by Gillingham. Good hustle by Matthews. That's good playoff lacrosse. This is Sage, bobbles it. He'll look for his second. Nice save, Constantopoulos. Rebound, loose ball, Sage. So money possession here for the Lakers early in this game. Tired defense looking to go to work. Sage back up to Wood. Wood gets to the middle of the floor. Nice defense there. Now to Clark. Back to Sage. Good late check there. Clark's going to pick up loose ball. Still has 7 seconds on the shot clock. They got time to make a play. Another nice save there. That was Mason Cree on the effort from outside, but another one you can see from our broadcast position. Constantopoulos staying big in there. This is Matthews getting a good look. Nice save, Shognosh. Important loose ball in the corner there. Good play there by Riley Simpson. And Peterborough is going back to the penalty kill, I believe. Nope, just a possession call. Just a possession call for a check behind the play as Sanderson goes to work. Wow, nice save by Shognosh there. I think he knew Sanderson was going to try to go 5-hole. Might have been room up top. That's that ISO underneath move from Sanderson. Another good example of a money possession. Going out of tired defense, that's where goals tend to be scored. Brief numbers advantage here for the Lakers. Rude's going to step in, and he scores! And we're tied at 2, just over halfway through the first period. Brief advantage in the substitution game. You see Deere going off there late. That gives a little bit of advantage. Nice cut there. And Rude just steps in, and that's what he does. He's an elite shooter, spends his college time at Michigan. That's a nice looking shot from the outside. Good cut, by the way, by 17. Mason Cree really made that play. Took 2 guys through, left his teammate behind him. Won't go on the score sheet, but 17 deserves an assist on that one. Another hard-fought loose ball here from Orangeville. That's a nice play by Carter Coffey. Over to Donnie Scott, now to Jaden Ciapera. A lot of room here for Liam Matthews. Over to Kruger now. Good look. Didn't like it. Max Kruger going to work again over to Liam Matthews. Hunting that bottom left corner. We've seen him hit that shot before. A little bit wide on that one. Boy, 2 good answers here from the Lakers. Momentum so important, especially in this building. They'd obviously like to take a lead here early. There's Clark surveying. This is Christie. Now to Rude. He'll step in again. Pretty good shot there. But once again, Constantopoulos standing tall. Feels like stuff in the low angle is just going to be really hard on the big netminder. Time violation by Orangeville, so good ride there by the Lakers offense. Repeat possession, but Orangeville able to sub most of their D guys, so a pretty fresh unit here as Clark goes to work inside to Cree. Now over, this is Matthew Drimmy and Nate Sage going to work. Drimmy to Sage. He'll shoot it. Goes with the bouncer. Nice save, Constantopoulos. As we head the other way, up and down. This is Cade Cordingley down to Trey Deere. Now to Liam Matthews. He'll go underneath. Looking for a shot now. Nice save by Waukegan Shognosh. Good defense provided there by Grant Ramsey, by the way. American player. Went to high school, at the Culver Academy. Up here playing some box lacrosse in the summertime. Ramsey on Matthews again. Good pick from Cordingley. Matthews shot on the run, just misses it. Peterborough looking for a slash there on Matthews. Nice box out by Carter Frost there, not allowing Matthews to get the ball back. A little hidden play on the Peterborough back end there by Frost. Here's Rude. Curtis Ward, 19. He'll have a go on Constantopoulos. Boy, like a hockey netminder has the ability to go down to one knee or two knees and still cover the top corners. Really tough in tight. Can't go over him. Peterborough's trying to go through him right now. Here's Deere over to Aiden Matthews. Nice toe drag. Wide. Good help defense there by the Lakers. Wyatt Wiggins providing the help on the ball there. But an unforced error in the clear. So, again, Peterborough will be able to sub most of their guys. Gillingham going to be playing a repeat possession here, as is Noah Simpson. So a few tired bodies here as Liam Matthews goes to work. Over now to Max Kruger. He'll look to wind one up again. Just misses the bottom right corner. Peterborough seems relatively happy to sit back. I think that's a decent strategy. You got to live with the ones that go in. Obviously, Kruger and Sanderson both hit some outside shots. It doesn't feel great when they go in, but overall, mostly stuff from the outside so far. Moving pick on Ward. Looked like a good opportunity. Peterborough doesn't like the call. Those ones are right on the line. Here's Kruger. Now to Cordingley. He'll carry low. Swim move. Looking for Deere inside. He had him. Not able to connect. Trey Deere now over to Aiden Matthews. 10 on the shot clock. Kruger going underneath. Delayed penalty. Late call coming in against the Lakers. Looks like Trumbull's going off. This is an off-ball slash. Coach Hope trying to appeal to the referees. This is at least the third penalty of the period, so bit of an uneven start here. As you can see, out-of-town scoreboard. Beach is up 1-0 on Whitby. Interestingly, so far in these playoffs, home floor advantage hasn't proven very effective. In that series, the home team has not yet won a game. Beach is looking to do that tonight for the first time. In this series, Peterborough's one victory was here at Tony Rose. So home road splits have not been traditional, let's say, throughout these playoffs. Just waiting for a floor wipe here from the great crew of kids. Can confirm it is hot in here, so expect quite a few stoppages. Gonna have to check on the fresh paint in the visitors' locker room at the period break. Lefty strong here for Matthews, playing catch with Kruger. He'll have another go. Looks like he was trying to get Shognosh leaning. Nice save by the young netminder. He's been just fine so far in these playoffs. Looking like a seasoned veteran. Matthews, Kruger playing catch. Kruger's the open guy here. Nice face dodge. Goes off the crossbar. Beats Shognosh. Goaltender's best friend in the post. Will stay Orangeville ball. Peterborough certainly shading towards the left-handed players on this power play. Trying to take away Deere, take away Matthews. They're giving Kruger the shots here. Now he'll go down to Sanderson. You see it's kind of a tilted penalty kill. Basically an inverted look now from Orangeville into Deere. Oh, it had a good look. That's a nice pass in there from Aiden Matthews. Interesting power play there from Orangeville. Basically going with an upside-down house. Deere right on top of the crease. Good look. Probably had a little bit more time than he realized. Rude. This is Curtis Ward now. Back to Nick Rude in the corner, looking to kill this penalty. Under a minute now, so hopefully, if you're a Lakers fan, run the clock down, kill one more, and get back to even strength. Here's Colby Wood. He'll go with the shovel shot. Ciapera. Wow, officials setting a tone early here. Couple off-ball calls on the Lakers. And now one goes the way of the Northmen. That's Bishop Berman going to be going off. Good eat, don't rub it, by the way, by Jaden Ciapera. He eats the shot. You're going to see 22 in white here. Just a little chop to Wood. That's going to do it. Again, setting a tone. They called it on one end. They're calling it on the other side. Not sure Orangeville knows their even strength here. We're playing 4-on-4. Here's Wood. He'll get across the goal. Save. I think he was in the crease anyways. Great effort by Carter Coffey at the end of that play to disrupt the shot. So we're going to play 30 more seconds of 4-on-4. So Orangeville even up here. We'll probably look to try to score one instead of running the clock. Here's Matthews with a lot of space. Going to work on his guy. Into Deer. Not able to connect on that pass. The chemistry is obvious between those two. They've played a lot of big games in this building, but outstanding defense there by Wyatt Wiggins. Plays his college lacrosse at Harvard. Is that good? Power play now for the Lakers. Strong righty look. Little set piece here for Clark. He'll shoot. A little bit wide. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. They got to go. Clark goes with the worm burner. 5-hole. Save Constantopoulos. 50 seconds left on the penalty. So if Peterborough can kill this, can hold Orangeville here, they'll should have at least one more, at least a partial power play look. So accordingly going to work here over to Sanderson. Looking for Ron, who's always working on the inside. He's got him. There he is. Owen Ron. Oh, goes top right. Nice save by Shognosh, who's really made some massive saves here for the Lakers. That's a great look. Owen Ron spends his wintertime playing defense for the Mammoth. Full-time offense here for the Northmen. Great look there, not able to finish. 10 seconds left on the penalty. Same set piece here for Clark. Across to Rude. He'll have a look. I think that was a block by Donnie Scott. Good E, don't rub it. Clark. Sage. Back to Clark. He'll shoot. I think that went in. It did. A high bouncer. What a shot. I think he put a hole in the net. From my vantage point, this is absolutely the correct call. In the right, technically not a power play goal, but it's going to go bouncer. Yeah, that went right through the net. We've mentioned it many times on the broadcast. My good buddy Matt Carrick not with us tonight, but bouncer cheese, one of the prettiest shots in the sport. Mentioned Clark, the leading scorer for the Lakers coming into the game. That's his 17th goal of the playoffs. So working on a nice playoff run. Player who spends his wintertime and springtime at Denver University. It's the first lead of the night for the Lakers as well. And we'll face it off here. Splina for Orangeville. Will White taking the face-offs for Peterborough. These have been a battle so far. Another one going the way of Orangeville. That's, I believe, Sean Costigan. It is on the face-off. Got to be careful it doesn't run into a double team, though. Very, very nice defense there from Riley Simpson. Simpson and Simpson on the double team there. Here's Curtis Ward trying not to run into a double team of his own. Now over to Clark. Gets a nice pick. He'll go in. This is Cree off the left post. Great action there from the Lakers. That's probably their best look of the game. They've scored on outside shots. Here's Clark going to work on again on Elijah Edwards. Another good pick from Cree. Boy, might have been a hold there on the backside. Transition opportunity, and now a penalty coming. Shot and a save, Shognosh. Ooh. Pretty good loose ball battle going on here. We'll have to see what the calls are. It was Owen Tubble with the transition opportunity. He got buried into the boards. Hard to tell if the refs were calling a penalty on that or just keeping the hand raised from the previous penalty. Some chatter after the play. We'll have to wait and see what the call is here. Again, there was already a penalty called on the Lakers, so we expect there to be a at least one power play. I think the ref already had the other one and was just holding his hand up, but we'll have to wait and see. Aaron Taguri going to the box for Orangeville, so looks like we're gonna have maybe some offsetting minors here. (3-2 is the score for the Peterborough Lakers on the road in Tony Rose. Look at some of the close calls. That's a nice look there by Kruger off the post. I'm not sure what the call is here because Orangeville's the only team with someone in the box. Must have been a mix-up on that original delayed penalty. Unless Peterborough is going to put someone in the box now. But it looks like it's going to be at least 4-on-4. Still nobody in the box for the Lakers. Coach Hope doesn't like the call, but I'm not sure he realized there was already a delayed penalty on the play. So I don't think there's anything called on Peterborough in that sequence along the boards. Regardless, we are going to play we're going to play 5-on-5. So it looks like it's fully offset. Strong lefty look here for Peterborough. Minute 25 left, 5-on-5 action. Let's play some lacrosse here. This is Curtis Ward getting the pick from Sage. He'll have a go at Constantopoulos. Wide to the right, Alex Messier hunting for Orangeville. Boy, could have been a delay of game there. Savvy play by Rude. Strong righty look here for Orangeville. For Matthews and Deere to be really involved on this one. This is Sanderson looking for Liam Matthews. Deere setting the post. There he is. Trey Deere on the inside. Up and over Shognosh. So many times we have seen that from those two. Incredible chemistry. Great save. Boy, Shognosh has had an incredible first period here. Here's Rude looking for the 2-for-1. Quick shot. 40 seconds left. So Peterborough looking to get the last possession on a 6-on-5. I think that was pretty decent timing there. Bit of a hidden ball trick. Seven's got it here. Liam Matthews has it. I think the goaltender sees that now. Here's Max Kruger across the top. Shot on the run. No good. It's going to go out of play. And we're going to have a timeout from the Lakers. Of course, Peterborough's 6-on-5 unit been pretty effective. You watched Game 3 in this building. Nick Rude, the winning goal. One of the great things about series lacrosse, though, it's a lot of games and not a lot of time. You go back to the well with a play you've already run. You try to hit him with something new. That is the chess match. Here's that look inside to Deere. He tries to go up and over. Well, Keegan Shognosh gets a piece of this one. Another big goaltender, similar to Constantopoulos. Can drop to a knee and still cover most, if not all, of the upper corners. So, again, I said 8 goals is the magic number in this series, on pace for 9-6 right now. So pretty much progressing how we expected it to go. But if you're the Lakers in a do-or-die game, first period, got to feel pretty good about it, and would obviously love to put an exclamation point. Clock's running. This is Clark Now to Wood. Curtis Ward looking. He'll look back pipe. Orangeville should have time to shoot this. Edwards is going to have a look at it. I think it was too late anyways, but bounces over. After one, it's 3-2 for the Lakers. Like I said, a very good road period. Coach Hope got to feel really good about that one. Goaltending was solid. Offense got some good looks. Orangeville looking to have a dominant second period as they always seem to do in this building. I'm John Donville for the OJLL and JVI Sports. Keep it with us. We'll be back in less than 10.
Gatorade. With electrolytes to help replenish what's lost in sweat, carbs to help fuel your working muscles, and fluids to help you hydrate. Scientifically formulated so you never stop competing.
Let's go, raise up one time, go get it, it's yours, let's shine, come on.
Rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Gatorade.
You can catch the fun with lacrosse, Canada's national summer sport. Everyone can experience the excitement of lacrosse, where fun meets fitness and friends are made. Lacrosse is one of the youngest organized sports children can play. And with 66 clubs throughout Ontario, everyone can get in on the fun. Visit playlacrosse.com. Our interactive map will help you find a lacrosse club in your area. Join the Ontario lacrosse community today. Ask a parent before going online.
Welcome back inside Tony Rose Arena. 3-2 is the score for the Peterborough Lakers after one period. Here's a look back at the scoring. Dylan Sanderson fakes that underneath move. Goes top cheese early. Keep that one in mind. Max Kruger's later in the period going to look pretty similar. Then Nate Sage steps in, goes off the post and in to tie it for the Lakers. Kruger's going to get one right back. I said keep the Sanderson one in mind. Pretty similar. Left to right. Step in. Cheddar. And back-to-back goals by the Lakers. Here's a sub advantage. Notice the nice cut coming up here right there by Mason Cree, number 17. Nick Rude steps in. The old 7-hole there. Just off the pants of the goaltender. And then as time's expiring, Clark steps in. Bouncer, cheese, rips a hole in the net. That is absolutely how you draw it up. You're a little kid thinking about scoring some big goals. How about a bouncer, cheese, literally through the net? And that's how we got to 3-2. A dangerous period here for the Northmen. Always has been inside Tony Rose Arena. That home bench pretty far down the way. You have to be elite at defensive transition in this period, especially with Deere, Matthews, and Matthews coming off that lefty gate. Some elite finishers. Seen Trey Deere especially score a lot of goals coming off that gate. Just like Adam Jones and Dylan Watson and a whole lot of great left-handed players did before that. Spalina and White taking the face-off in a battle all game long here off the draw. Period 2, 40 minutes left. Let's play some lacrosse. Ciapera with Trumbull on his back. That could have been a dangerous scenario, but a nice play by Trumbull. A good loose ball by Wyatt Wiggins, 16. Called his name a lot tonight. He's a noticeable defender for the Lakers. Here's Curtis Ward going to work on Messier. Over to Clark now. He gets a step on Spalina. Goes to the twister. Nice save, Konstantopoulos. Bit of an adventure there in the clear. Ciapera over to Scott. Good pressure applied there from Gillingham in a late sub. Here's Liam Matthews. Been fairly quiet so far tonight. Good look from Sanderson in there to Deere. Don't expect Matthews to be quiet much longer. The OJLL leading scorer in these playoffs. Getting a reputation as a big game player. If you watched the Final Four, you would have seen a couple of these guys play, but Matthews scored some nice goals for Penn State. Coming off a big Minto Cup and a dominant Game 7 effort here last year in the OJLL Finals as well. Pretty good action there. Sage into Ward, not able to connect the dots. Looks like Sage is going to get stuck on defense here. Expect that to happen in the cross-bench second period. So 21, an offensive player for the Lakers, picking up a D shift, and they're going to go right at him. This is Kruger on Sage. Look inside to Cordingly. Over to Matthews. Extra defender there is Sage. Outside shot from Matthews. Saved by Shognosh. Big loose ball here. Numbers advantage for the Lakers. And that's nicely done. Credit to Sage there. That's how you dig in as an offensive player on defense. Those are the hustle plays. Another one's not going to appear in the score sheet. But a nice stand there for 21. Good loose ball, by the way, in the corner by Trumbull. Number 2. Here is Clark going to work with Rude. Over to Sage, who's been out there for a while. Now down to Matthew Drimmie. He'll take the pick from Wood. Get across the crease. Matthew Drimmie. And it's 4-2 for the Lakers. His 8th goal of the playoffs. The Lakers will take all the production they can get, especially from the left side. Look at this little hesitation move. Fakes the flip pass. Gets right across the crease. That's where goals get scored in the playoffs. Probably the best look of the night for the Lakers, and it goes in for Drimmie. Again, Clark and Rude have really led the scoring for Peterborough, so to have Sage and now Drimmie getting in the scoring, that's big. Another face-off loose ball for Taguri. He's a monster out there. And he's going to look to maybe go to the net. Nice play there. Orangeville settle in a little bit late, but 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Matthews going to work. That's a good look for him. Just missed it wide left. Deere looking to pull a rabbit out of the hat here over to Matthews. Low angle. And he'll miss the net. So a nice possession there from the Lakers. Maybe sitting back a little bit too far, but Matthews not able to connect. 17 minutes left in the second period. 4-2 is your score for the Peterborough Lakers. Daniel Clark into Curtis Ward. Nice save by Konstantopoulos, and some momentum now building up for the Lakers. Some good sets here and a money repeat possession. Here's Wood with a lot of space going on Scott. Could have been a hold there on Peterborough, or on Orangeville, excuse me. Wood looking, he's got a man. Nice save, Konstantopoulos. That was Carson Christie, and a heck of a loose ball play by Ciapera. Numbers now for the Northmen. Messier not able to connect the dots. That's Carter Coffey. Loose ball in the corner. Stop me if you've heard me say this before. Wyatt Wiggins making a nice play on that loose ball. 16 in green, putting together a heck of a game. Uh-oh, bit of an adventure here. That's going to go in to the Peterborough bench. And now a delay of game. I don't think Wiggins tried to do that on purpose, but it wouldn't have been the worst idea if he did. Orangeville was going off on a 3-on-0. He didn't check the ball out. Just a little bit casual there in front of the bench. See Coach Hope explaining to his guys. Bit of an unforced error there. Ball goes into the bench. Forced to take a delay of game. So we'll see this Orangeville power play go back to work. 3 lefty look. Liam Matthews is in the corner. Don't expect him to stay there. Again, look. Kruger's got the space here. They're really shading over, and there it is. Simpson doing a nice job. 14 on that low lefty spot. Really baiting Kruger and Sanderson. Nice save by Shognosh. Matthews, he'll step in. A lot of room. And he finally finds the back of the net. I shouldn't say finally. It's only been a period in less than 5 minutes, but the leading scorer in these OJLL playoffs is back in the goal column. It's his 16th goal of the game in just, or 16th goal of the playoffs, excuse me, in just his 8th game. A little bit too much space. A great seal from Deere. Takes Will White right through the middle. Matthews goes to that twister look. And that one hurts if you're a Laker fan. They had some momentum going, unforced error by the bench. And all of a sudden it's back to within 1 as Elijah Edwards comes away with a nice loose ball. And then Taguri is going to get an immediate moving pick call. So up and down action here as the Lakers settle into another offensive possession. Here's Rude over to Ward. He'll look through the middle, back pipe. Oh, good look to Christie on the back pipe. Good loose ball by Rude, too. They got lots of time if they can get their guys out. Not enough players on the floor right now. Now it's down to 5 seconds. They got to shoot it. Save Konstantopoulos, so those ones are hard to communicate, especially after you've had some issues by the bench. Here is Max Kruger. Matthews going to come off the bench here. Sanderson goes back to work inside to Kruger. Good check there by Gilliam. Lots of time here. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Liam Matthews. He'll step in. Deere is getting a last-second look. Nice save by Keegan Shognosh. I believe that was Tegan Dempers, number 7, with a really nice set of defense there on number 7, Liam Matthews. Here is Nate Sage. Over to Clark. Down to Mason Cree. Boy, could have been another penalty there on Orangeville. As Sage gets right to the middle of the net. He gets through. Save Konstantopoulos. Another good look for the Lakers. Orangeville's massive netminder comes up massive right there. Coach Hope imploring his guys to keep going. As Sanderson goes to that patented underneath move, he'll search over top now, looking to shoot, and he finds the back of the net again! And just like that, we're back even at 4. Everything for Sanderson starts with this underneath move. They have to respect it. So he goes to it right here. They're basically forcing him over the top. And then just so much room. A pretty good pick from Ron just to get a piece off 1 foot. Fading away, low to high, top corner. That's why they call it execution. Another big loose ball battle there. Initially won by Orangeville. It's going to stay Orangeville. Good pickup by Elijah Edwards over to Costigan. Good pressure, though, from the Lakers. So a delayed possession here. Accordingly, not able to come up with it. Yep, smart play there. That was Simpson just goosing it over to Trumbull. This is Matthew Drimmy, scored a big goal earlier in the playoffs, or earlier in this period, excuse me. And Trey Deere stuck on defense. So this is the matchup you want to go at if you're the Lakers. Yeah, they got him inside. Good recovery, great defense there by Trey Deere. Now numbers for the Northmen. Can they find it? They got Matthews coming late. There he is. Liam Matthews in. Save Shognosh. Going the other way. Here's Trumbull. Breakaway. Can't get it to fall. I think that was a heck of a hustle play from Carter Coffey. Golden rule of lacrosse. You got a big save on one end. They always seem to go in. That felt like it was coming true for Trumbull. Hard to tell if it was a save or just hustle by Coffey. But either way, here's Kruger steps in. He finds the back of the net. Max Kruger with his second of the night from pretty much the exact same spot as the first one. Simple up pick, just throw it over to Kruger. Another good pick by Owen Ron. He's a major factor in a lot of these goals. Kruger likes that top right corner, pulls that one back. Short side to the hip. That's a nice looking shot here, and suddenly the music is playing, the crowd is into it, and it's another Northman run that we've seen before. Good loose ball there by Ramsey, so a nice face-off win for the ball team of the Lakers. Here is Daniel Clark over to Colby Wood. He's got a lot of room if he wants to go. And he's going to do just that on Spalina. Flip back to Sage. Great help defense from Donnie Scott. That's good team D from the Northmen. This game flipped on a dime. Peterborough's got to find a way to steal some momentum back. Sage caught on defense again. Ron and Kruger going to work on him. Inside to Ron, behind the back, and they score! Orangeville gets an offensive player stuck. They go to the two-man game. And Max Kruger with an incredible pass inside. Owen Ron has done a lot of great work setting up the other guys. You do good work, you get rewarded. BTB, that's a guy who spends his wintertime playing on the defensive side of the ball. Going BTB in a closeout, potential closeout Junior A game. And this game is at a very important time right now. If you're the Lakers, you cannot let it get away from you. We've seen it happen before in this building with this team. Next goal is a massive one here. A lot of room for Sanderson. Good pick by Kruger. Yeah, they're going to call that one on a moving pick. That's probably the right call there. What can you dial up if you're the Lakers? Try to get one by this Orangeville defense in Constantopoulos. Good pick there. Inside to Ward. Boy, nice move. Again, there's nothing to look at on Constantopoulos in the low angle. It's the right call here to call for the white, but Orangeville is going to get bailed out a little bit. Tired defense is going to get a chance to take a breather. Of course, same is true for the offense. Here's a look at Kruger's goal. Great view from our broadcast angle for you in your living room at home. You're looking at exactly what Max Kruger is looking at. And then same thing here. Sets it up with the shot. Nice little float pass. And that is pretty from Owen Ron. There's your out-of-town scoreboard. Beach is up 4-2 over the Whitby Warriors. It's been an incredible series so far. Again, if Beach is looking to become the first home team to win in this series. So, been an unusual one thus far. But great action, as there is every summer across the OJLL. Set piece coming here from Peterborough. Clark's got a lot of space. Boy, great defense from Alex Messier. He's all over him. Clark's going to come around the other side. Goes to the shovel shot. Good look. Over to Drimmy. He's got a lot of space. Going to work on Scott. He's got a step. Back to Ward. Good offense, good defense there. Scott doing just enough to keep Drimmy at bay. Nice save at the end. But pretty good action there from the Lakers. Couple good looks on that possession. Here is Dylan Sanderson. Just a lot of space, I guess. The isolation move. Goes to that underneath. And then goes over top. Double came, and he said, oh, yeah? Check this out. Here is Wiggins. Shot missed the net there. Still lots of time. Sage getting pressured from Edwards. Boy, that is a nice piece of defense from Elijah Edwards. Guy has played in a lot of big games for this Northman team. Oh, and then he's going to take a slash at the end. That is the last thing you want to do. Played 29 seconds of outstanding defense. This Orangeville run started with probably an inadvisable Peterborough penalty. Can Peterborough likewise punish Orangeville mistakes? Here's Edwards, played a great shift of defense. And then you're going to get Sage right at the end. Lefty strong look here for the Lakers. Wood looking to set a side seal. Here's to Clark. Now to Ward. Good stick in the lane there by Ciapera, I believe. Coffey's in the area as well. Lots of time, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Daniel Clark's going to step in, and he's going to shoot it. Good eat, don't rub it, Alex Messier. He's blocked a shot at time or two in his time with the Erie Otters of the OHL. It's been a nice ad here for Orangeville. Here's Kruger going to work. Inside to run. They got numbers. Not able to connect the dots, and potentially a fast break opportunity for Peterborough. They're not going to take it. Just going to use the power play time here. See what look we get. It's going to be another strong lefty look with Ward at the top. This is Daniel Clark. Now to Drimmy. He's got a lot of space. Over to Clark. Back to Drimmy. Clark. Inside to Wood. And he scores! Penalties prove to be costly yet again. Colby Wood setting picks for most of this possession. You do such a good job of getting around it that you leave him open. Good little touch pass in there from Clark. Wood, great release. Again, that's where the goals get scored in this time of the summer, right in front of the net. 6-5 now for the Northmen. And if nothing else, a brief stop to that run for the Lakers. Looks like a violation on Will White, so we'll be Orangeville's ball, full possession. Wiggins trying to catch Deer napping there, sitting behind him. No dice. Here's Dylan Sanderson working on a big game so far. Inside to Ron. Try to go back to the well one more time. Here's Liam Matthews into Deer. They can't connect either. Boy, nice piece of defending there. That's Trumbull on the double team. Inside to Ward. Nice save. Constantopoulos. That's number 8, Dylan Lee, making some big plays back there, too. He was on the double team with Trumbull. Ran the break there. Big save from the Orangeville netminder. Again, the next one's a biggie. Here is Kruger now to Sanderson. Trumbull's tired. He's been out there already for a full shift. Here's Aiden Matthews getting the pick from Cordingley. He'll have a look at it. Sam Trumbull, good eat. Don't rub it. Tough one there. Grant Ramsey making the right decision, I think, to not pick the ball up. But it ends up in an opportunity. Possession call against the Northmen. Could have been a penalty. Here is Drimmy. Now to Clark. Back to Drimmy. Working on a lot of space on Jake Spalina. Gets the pick from Wood. And Christie gets one for the Lakers, and we are all back to even. Bit of a ball don't lie situation for the Lakers. Likely looking for the penalty call. Yeah, it's slow-mo. It's on the line, but still a good possession for Peterborough. Christie gets his 4th of the playoffs. Good roll there by Colby Wood. Draws 2. Open man is Carson Christie at the top. And he finishes it off. Plays his college lacrosse at Canisius. We'll work on confirming, but I believe Christie is one of many graduating players looking to extend their junior A careers tonight for the Lakers. Boy, another big battle. And see who comes out with this. I think they said that Wiggins picked it up, so they're going to have to throw this. I'm not sure Shognosh realizes that. Yeah, that's not going to look great from Simpson, but he had to do that. They ruled that Wiggins had picked that up. We're counting it off, so that's the right play to try to send it there. Unfortunate bounce. Ron's open again on the inside. If Kruger can find him, decides to hold on to it. Here's Deer going to work. Trey Deer. Now to Owen Ron. Good move. Great defense there from Gillingham and Simpson. Opportunity now going the other way. This is Noah Simpson. Boy, I think he didn't realize he beat Donnie Scott on the toe drag. Good D there from Scott regardless to make the play. Here's Deer. Gillingham's been out there for a while, as has Riley Simpson. On to Liam Matthews. Tie game, no, he's going to want to make a big play. Over to Sanderson, this is a lot of room. Cade Cordingley gets a good look. Not able to finish it off. Another good play by Grant Ramsey. Leaving the ball on the floor. He's got Sage open. Colby Wood getting right through the middle. Triple team from the Orangeville defense. Nice piece of defending there. We're getting up and down here. Under 5 left to play. 6-6 is your score here at Tony Rose. This is Owen Ron going to work on Wyatt Wiggins. Over to Liam Matthews. Working on Trumbull. Inside to Deer. Again, not able to connect the dots on the pass. Good loose ball play by Dylan Lee. Boy, shock notch, let that go. I think that hit the post. Too late, but a bit risky. Peterborough crowd calling for an embellishment penalty against Orangeville. Again, folks, appreciate you joining us online. If you have the opportunity to get out to a game, make it happen. You will not regret it. Here's Nick Rude. Now to Clark. 2 leading scorers there for the Lakers. Back pipe, nice save, Constantopoulos. That was a set piece the whole way. Called progression. Every NLL team runs it. Ideally get the guy in the middle, but if not, rip him through to the back pipe. Great save. I think he might have been in the crease anyways, but good offense by the Lakers. This is Dylan Sanderson. He's been working on a nice game so far. Inside to Ron. Good defense again from Grant Ramsey. Again, an American player coming up and joining the Lakers for the summer of 2025. In my notes, heading to Denver University, one of a couple pioneers in this contest. It's Colby Wood working on Elijah Edwards. Bit of a vacate play, a lot of room. Looking to get Clark in the middle. Wood's got space. Back pipe. I think Clark hit the post. They're not going to give him the reset. Hard to tell from our angles. Nonetheless, going Orangeville's way. 3 minutes left. Got to finish out periods well in tight games. Next one is obviously a big one. Matthews to Deere. Had that look a bunch tonight, just not able to connect it. Another good loose ball play from Gillingham. Peterborough have done a really nice job limiting extra possessions where Orangeville does a lot of their damage. Here is Nick Rude in the corner going to work. Captain on captain here. Gets a pick. Nice save, Constantopoulos. Rude gets another one. Another nice save, Constantopoulos. Another loose ball here for Peterborough. Oh, they throw it away over back. That is a killer for Peterborough, looking to go for a triple repeat possession, and they have an unforced error. See if Orangeville can make him pay. This is Aiden Matthews to Liam Matthews. Miscommunication inside to Deere. Oh, connected on that one, but a great save. Shognosh, if you remember in that first period, Deere went with a dip and dunk. That time tries to just jam it in the 5-hole. Peterborough's young netminder up to the task. Wyatt Wiggins playing some offense here. Going to move some bodies. Here's Wood. Going on Dylan Sanderson. Good help defense there from Taguri. Sanderson still stuck. But late clock. Nice job there from 11 and White. Offensive player getting back. Playing some solid D and great recognition from 55, Aaron Taguri, to come help his partner. Here is Sanderson working on a long shift. Over to Liam Matthews. He'll shoot and score! Liam Matthews, his second of the game. His 17th of the playoffs. Just a little bit too much room here. Good cut by his brother. Frees him up. Just shoots right through a screen. So 7-6 for the Northmen. That's a huge goal going into the period. I said many times, working on a big playoff run is Matthews. Peterborough really trying to force the action down into the alleys, away from the middle. That allows those slips. And it allows players to shoot it. Good advantage here for Peterborough. Drimmy ends up shooting it headward as well. Repeat possession. Peterborough's going to want to go fairly quickly here. 55 on the game clock. Looks like they're going to probably use the whole thing. No, they're just going to take it down to the time they wanted for the 2-for-1. So Peterborough playing again for the 6-on-5 opportunity. See a pair of Deer now testing what they can get in early offense. Here's Kruger going back to work with Ron. Good up pick. Matthews going to test it again. Bouncer off the shoulder pad. And a timeout from Orangeville. So tough decisions to be made there at the end of the period. Peterborough plays for the 2-for-1. Ends up getting an unlucky reset against them. So 18 seconds left. 7-6 is the score. And Orangeville with a big opportunity here to go up 2. And if you're the Lakers, you got to find a way to keep this thing out of the net. Here's a look back at some of the action so far. That's the goal from Christie. It's a good look at Matthews' last goal. Just stepping into a gap, shooting through a screen. All things equal, William Matthews prefers that underhand release. Goes with the overhand on that one right through his defender. A lot of options for this Orangeville defense. Obviously, Matthews leading scorer, as we've been talking about, but a lot of other good places to go. Kruger's an outside shooter. Expect Deer to get involved more on the inside, and the same is true for Ron. That's 6 talented players out there for Orangeville. We'll see what offensive coach DJ Cleveley has dialed up. Ten seconds left here. Oh, Shogdosh picks it off. He's going to have a chance to score. Oh, it's going to go wide. I thought, boy, it looked like a little wider than it ended up being. An opportunity there for a legendary moment. Either way, a heads-up play by Waukegan Shogdosh to completely neutralize that that possession there. Shades of Dylan Ward, one of the best in the business at stealing those passes to the guy behind the net. So good play by the Peterborough netminders. 7-6 your score for John Donville and everyone here at the OJLL and JVI. Stick with us. 20 awesome minutes of lacrosse coming up after this.
Gatorade. With electrolytes to help replenish what's lost in sweat, carbs to help fuel your working muscles, and fluids to help you hydrate. Scientifically formulated so you never stop competing.
Let's go, raise up one time, go get it, it's yours, let's shine, come on.
Rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Gatorade.
You can catch the fun with lacrosse, Canada's national summer sport. Everyone can experience the excitement of lacrosse, where fun meets fitness and friends are made. Lacrosse is one of the youngest organized sports children can play. And with 66 clubs throughout Ontario, everyone can get in on the fun. Visit playlacrosse.com. Our interactive map will help you find a lacrosse club in your area. Join the Ontario lacrosse community today. Ask a parent before going online.
Welcome back inside Tony Rose Arena. I'm John Donville for the OJLL and JVI Sports. We got 20 minutes left to play in this OJLL semifinal action. Here's a look back at last period. Matthew Drimmie, slick little hesitation move in the low angle, gets across the goal. That tied it up. Liam Matthews got going here on the power play. Finds a area to shoot in the 5-hole. Dylan Sanderson setting up as he always does. His action with that underneath split move. Shoots it on the run, fading away. That's a pretty shot. You can see he's hyped. The momentum continued for Orangeville. Here's Max Kruger. Great look at this. Fools Waukegan Shognosh just ever so slightly. And then another one for the Northmen. Here's Kruger again with a good opportunity to shoot it. Instead dumps into Owen Ron, who's been really effective tonight. Goes with the BTB. Shot, a score. Looked like he was getting away from Peterborough just a little bit. They get right back in it. Here's Daniel Clark. Gonna find Wood right inside. Nice catch and release. They needed that one in a big, big way. Back-to-back Peterborough goals. Wood cuts, opens up. Carson Christie behind them. Slick-looking release. And then I believe the last goal of the period, Sanderson again to Liam Matthews. Slight miscommunication. And again, Fools, goaltender Waukegan Shognosh. Sports have a way of making things pretty simple, folks. It's do or die here for the Peterborough Lakers. They got to win to extend their season. A loss, and they are going home. If you're the Orangeville Northmen looking to go back to the OJLL Finals, looking to continue that quest to hang another banner in this building, and most importantly, looking to not let a team stick around. When you have opportunities to close out series, you want to make sure you do it. Good loose ball from Donnie Scott. And we are off and running here in what should be an incredible final 20 minutes. Simpson with the loose ball on the turnover by Scott. Now to Trumbull. Now to Cree. Peterborough will get the first settled offensive possession in this important third period. Good pickoff by Scott there, righting his own wrong after the turnover. That's a nice piece of defending from 23. Here's Trey Deere with the ball. Has had some good looks. Hasn't found the back of the net yet tonight. Liam Matthews looks like some sort of a set piece coming here. Yep, cross pick for somebody on the backside. Sanderson's going to be open. Good battle there. That was nice defense from 14, Noah Simpson. Matthews still shrugging him off a little bit, getting a good look. But a nice save, Constantopoulos, and how many times have we said that tonight? Here come the Lakers. This is Drimmie. He's got another good look. Excuse me, that was Curtis Ward, 19, not 18. Looked pretty similar to that Drimmie goal, but Constantopoulos makes the save on that one. Here's Cade Cordingley, the Hobart product. Deere, now to Max Kruger. Can him and Ron find some magic again? Oh, and Ron, nice save. Waukegan Shognosh. Boy, that two-man chemistry is looking pretty nice for the Northmen on both sides of the floor. Now an unforced, I guess that was somewhat forced error. And back-to-back possessions here. I believe Trumbull's been out there for both. Demper's on the ball. Now Dylan Sanderson going to work on Simpson. Sets up that move again. Goes for the top right corner again. Nice save by Waukegan Shognosh. Now a money possession off the reset. Big loose ball coming here. Won by Trumbull. Trumbull's a nice looking player. Get ready to know that name for years to come. I believe his brother's a few years ahead of him. These guys look like pros. Here's Nick Rude going to work on Ciapera. A little captain-on-captain battle yet again. Wood back to Rude. Gets the pick from Cree. He's going to shoot it. Wide left. No dice. Good possession there. Jaden Ciapera looking to get his second ring of the year after winning the national championship with the Cornell University Big Red. Here's Matthews. Over to Sanderson. Sanderson going to work on Ramsey. Boy, Grant Ramsey having a nice day. 29 for Peterborough. That was great defense. Using his length against the smaller but quicker Dylan Sanderson. Liam Matthews stuck on defense now for Orangeville. We'll see if Peterborough can go after him. Good, great defense there from Owen Tovell. Haven't called his name a lot, but when it is, it's off of big plays. Good stand as well for Matthews, getting back in, doing his job, cutting the break, getting a stop. Here he is looking to pay on the other side. Good look. Nice save by Shognosh. Score again is 7-6 as Max Kruger looks like he might get stuck here. Is Wyatt Wiggins going to stay in play? Sage. Back to Rude. Nice save. Constantopoulos. Great give and go. Orangeville's netminder doing his part. Now the offense back to work. Deere. Now up to Sanderson. He's got Ron inside. Owen Ron. Nice save by Shognosh. The goaltenders taking a few minutes for themselves here. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Here is Clark. Here's Daniel Clark. Pick from Christie. Now to Drimmy. This is Curtis Ward going to work. And Elijah Edwards. Got Clark on the back pipe. Good step up the floor, but a nice save. Constantopoulos again. There's just so little to look at in the low angles. Got to do whatever you can to get to the middle of the floor. Clark made a nice move to do just that, but a good save from the goaltender. Liam Matthews wide open. Good save, Shognosh. Good loose ball, Aaron Taguri. Money possession for the Northmen. Late in the game, it is hot in here. This is where goals tend to get scored. Kruger and Sanderson, a young duo. Get ready to see that crew for years to come. There's Kruger inside, off the pipe. They've gotten those slip picks so many times in this game. Here's Matthews inside. Shot got blocked. Trumbull making a play on the corner. Here's Deere, super dangerous in these unsettled scenarios. He's like a triple money possession at this point. Sanderson working on Simpson, giving him a lot of space. He's going to shoot. Good save, Shognosh. Sometimes you just need your goaltender to bail you out. And that's what he did there. 7-6 still the score. 5 minutes gone. Obviously, if you're the Lakers, want to get this thing tied sooner rather than later. Good spread. Christie now to Wood. They like these. Boy, good defense from Liam Matthews. That's a veteran play. Andrew Suter getting off the bench to give him some advice. Great defensive play by the leading scorer in these OJLL playoffs. Here is Aiden Matthews going to work on Ramsey. Kruger now on the other side of the floor. Ron's got a seal working. Nothing comes of it. Here's Matthews inside and just not able to connect the dots on the pass. Coach Rusty Kruger giving son Max Kruger some advice. Put it on the tape. Here's Clark. He's got a lot of space. Daniel Clark trying to get it into Krieg. Nice defense there. Didn't catch the number from the Northmen. Up and down we go. 13 minutes left in this game. Too early to start thinking about milking the clock, but Orangeville finds to go deep into possessions. Couple mental mistakes perhaps coming in now. And right back at you. OJLL playoffs is a grind. These teams played last night in Peterborough to make the trip last night. If you're Orangeville, make the trip today. If you're a Laker player or fan. It is hot in here. Here's Kruger. We're going to work with Ron again. Max Kruger's going to wind it up. Nice save, Shognosh. Obviously, the goaltender made the error in the clearing game. Love to see him get the save right back. Jeremy now over to Nick Rude. Who can break through for the Lakers? Here's Rude. And it's going to be Nick Rude. Tie game, 7-7. As the Lakers captain makes a play. And our viewers are going to have an excellent look at this replay. Takes an up pick, goes with the floater to the high corner. It's Christie on the pick. There's the up pick, and watch this little floater. That's good stuff. Sometimes a picture says 1,000 words. That's one good example. Floater cheese for Nick Rude. 7-7's your score. 12:09 left in the game. And as they so often are, this OJLL playoff game is going to be decided in the third period. This is winning time. Peterborough playing with the desperation you would expect. We said at the top of the show, it's been a race to 8 so far in this series. Whoever can get to 8 goals has won each of the first 4 games. Someone's going to get there tonight. Will it be enough? Doesn't feel like it right now. Tied at 7-7. Doesn't feel like one more is going to do it, but let's just say the next one's not a small one. As we look back at some of the Northmen goals here. Excuse me, these are saves. Keegan Shognosh keeping his team in it here. Tell you what, for a young netminder, I believe drafted just last fall, Shognosh has looked the part. I want to talk about names to remember going forward. That kid is going to be a big factor in the OJLL for years to come. By my count, 10 graduates for the Peterborough Lakers, several more for the Northmen. I got 9 graduates in the lineup for the Northmen tonight, so 19 total. We're fact checking that right now. There's a lot of graduates in the game. We'll leave it at that. Massive loose ball battle. Look out. Aiden Matthews kind of lurking behind the play. Great loose ball from Simpson, and perhaps numbers going the other way. Boy, Noah Simpson working on a heck of a game. And here's a good look for Clark. Not able to connect it. Good loose ball from Ciapera. Looking for Matthews, not able to get it to him. This game's getting a little choppy as the fatigue, I think, sets in. This should still be all on Orangeville's clock, so even if they pick it up, not going to have much of an offensive possession. But they're going to give them a reset. So I guess Peterborough must have picked that up. So full offensive possession here. And a bad penalty here coming against the Lakers. Bit of a mental mistake there, chopping Jaden Ciapera. 6-on-5 opportunity. Kruger's got a lot of space. Over to Matthews. Hunting that near side. Can't find it. Peterborough fans don't like it. Not sure if we're going to be able to catch this one on camera. Here's Ciapera thinking about setting a pick. A little bit high. It's going to be Lee, I think, going off. See this power play go to work yet again. Matthews starting in his customary top Top left shooter spot. Deer at the top. Expect this to be some sort of a box and one, something with Deer getting inside out. Deer to Matthews to Kruger. Sanderson. Kruger. Deer. Over to Matthews. Deer's going to set the pick. Now for Max Kruger. Back to Liam Matthews. Back to Max Kruger. Good defense by Simpson. Deer's lurking in there if they can find him. Here's Kruger again. Back to Matthews. Now down to Sanderson. Inside to Matthews. Looks like he missed the net. Grade A look for Aiden Matthews. Hasn't missed many of those this playoff. Good power play shift there for Orangeville regardless. That's the look you want to get. Got to hope the next one you score. This is Ward now. Nick Rude, can he find some more luck on Constantopoulos? Getting the pick from Cree. He's going to shoot it. Pretty good shot. Bit of a hole there on the short side. Big netminder slides over, takes it away. Liam Matthews running the point now with Kruger and Deer. Here's Matthews backing up. Max Kruger. He's going to have a go at it. Shoots. Good eat. Don't rub it. Opportunity now for Simpson on the breakaway. What a hustle play by Liam Matthews. Getting back in the lane. Carter Frost on the block. Riley Simpson on the breakaway. Liam Matthews on the hustle play getting back. Here's Kruger stepping in. Carter Frost takes it for his team. And look at the hustle from Seven and White here. He's going to get horizontal. We got four kids out there with doing the wiping the floor. I'm not sure that's going to be enough. A lot of bodies hitting the floor. Concrete surface here at Tony Rose. Becoming more and more rare every year. Peterborough obviously plays on an artificial turf. Whitby playing this year on turf. Six Nations plays on turf. Oakville plays on turf. As you see the other town score while we're talking. Beaches 8, Whitby 3. That holds up. I believe game 6 goes Wednesday. Beaches pushing Whitby to the brink. Of course, that'll go back to Whitby for game 6 at Iroquois Sportsplex, one of the great meccas of lacrosse in this province. But we'll focus on the one we're in right now. Tony Rose Arena, 6 Northmen Way, has been the path to the Minto Cup and the OJLL Finals so many times. It's proving so once again. Here's Matthews. Backing up, looking for a shot. Over to his brother. Oh, goes for the dip and dunk off the pipe. Great look there from Aiden Matthews. Penalty is about to expire here. 4, 3, 2, 1. So power play is done. Dangerous scenarios though here. Here's Kruger. It's blocked. Trumbull on the fast break. Can they get help? He's got someone behind him. Doesn't need it. Sam Trumbull. Can he find it? Good save. Constantopoulos. Clark with the rebound. No dice. Big saves on both ends of the floor. Here's Cade Cordingley. He gets a good look across the crease. Oh! Beats the goaltender. They call it in the crease. Big call there. Hard to tell from our angle. Regardless, no reviews in the summertime. Let's play on. Here is Matthew Drimmy. Getting the pick from Sage. Ward looking to set a pick too. Good D from Donnie Scott. Flip back to Sage. Bobbling it. Scott's all over it. Good defensive possession there from Orangeville. Bishop Berman providing some nice on-ball defense. Clock is a ticking. 8 minutes left. We crossed the 8-minute mark. Who is the hero going to be? Ron setting the pick for Sanderson. Now to Trey Deer. Working on Ramsey. He's going to shoot. Trey Deer bounces wide, up and into the netting here at Tony Rose. Brief opportunity to take a breath here. 7-7's the score. Just under 8 minutes left. Here's Daniel Clark taking the pick from Cree. Back to Clark. Back to Wood now. Here is Daniel Clark. Colby Wood working on Graydon Stokes. This is Curtis Ward. Carson Christie. Boy, a great possession of defense there. No one getting inside anywhere on that Orangeville defense. Graydon Stokes. Been around this Northman team a few years now. One of the tougher guys you'll meet in the OJLL. Picks it off there. Here is Matthews. Going to work. A lot of room here for Sanderson. Will Peterborough bring help? Yes, they will. There goes Trumbull. Nice double team. What a play from Sam Trumbull. Outstanding communication, outstanding execution. Orangeville draws up the ISO. Great job by Trumbull sniffing it out. Under 7 minutes now. Here's Daniel Clark. Working on Alex Messier. Back to Rude. Here's Nick Rude. Shot. Goes for that low right corner. Good save, Constantopoulos. Look out, Orangeville might have numbers. Bit of a 3-on-3. Deer's dangerous. What a check by Wyatt Wiggins. Good play, Wyatt Wiggins. Boy, he is putting together a game. Adventure here in the clear. Not exactly how you draw it up. The Lakers get out of it. Numbers now for Peterborough. Ward didn't like it. Here is Drimmy. Now to Cree. Back to Christie. Good eat. Graydon Stokes. Don't rub it, sir. 6 and white getting that big frame in the lane. I'm not sure if there's stickers, body. Doesn't matter. This is Cade Cordinley picking it up in the corner. Now to Max Kruger. 6 minutes on the clock. This is where legends tend to get made in this building at this time of the game. Here's Liam Matthews. Through to Kruger. Kruger wants a tip. Not going to get it. Peterborough ball. Here is Daniel Clark. Under 6 now. Colby Wood. Over to Clark. Working on Messier and Ciapera. Playing an awful lot here late in the game. And that is exactly why. What a read from Jaden Ciapera. Blowing that play up before it even started. Expect to see 16 and 4 out there most of the time for Orangeville. Going against Clark, Rude, and the rest of those righties from Peterborough. Good pick from Cade Cordinley. Good look for Sanderson. Save Shognosh. That's good offense. Great job. Cordingley setting the pick there. Bit of a cross pick. Sanderson gets another good look. It's been an unbelievable game so far. Crossing down into the under 5 minutes. Good action inside. Here's Cree. He scores! Mason Cree gives the Lakers the 8-7 lead. By my count, that's his first of the playoffs. Good two-man action here. Just going to set the pick. A little bump. Good pass from Christie and a nice release to the bottom right corner. 8 goals has been enough in each of the first 4 games of this series. Will that hold true tonight? We got 4 minutes and 56 seconds left to find out, but the Lakers take the lead. Loose ball picked up by Matthews. Here is Trey Deer. Looks like maybe setting up some sort of a set piece here. A lot of room for Liam Matthews. Looks like a bit of an ISO play. Pulls up, looks for that top left corner. No dice. Huge loose ball. Matthews finds it. Can he find? Save Shognosh! Peterborough's young netminder comes up yet again. Four minutes left as the Peterborough faithful give their netminder a hand. Well deserved. Here's Drimmy. Over to Clark. Daniel Clark. Good defense from Costigan there. Nothing doing. Great set of defense from Sean Costigan. Another one of the many Denver Pioneers in this contest. Here's Cordonley. He's got a lot of space. Double team. Someone's open. Good flush out by Wiggins. Back to his man now. Over to Sanderson. Gets the pick from Kruger. Looking inside. More good defense. That's Lee on the ball. Good slide. Kruger late in the shot clock. Can he find anything? Gets it on goal. Great possession and defense there from Peterborough. Carter Frost, number 4. Making some really heady plays on the back end as we are approaching the 3-minute mark. Can Peterborough find one more? Here's Christie working with Cree, the combination that connected on the last goal. This is Curtis Ward. He's going to wind it up. Shoot, off the crossbar. And that's another 30 seconds that Peterborough can take off the clock. You got to pick it up. They tell him not to pick it up, but Messier is hunting. And now they got a situation on their hands. Alex Messier basically bench presses his man out of the play. What an effort from 16 in white. Two minutes, 41 seconds remaining here. Where does Orangeville go? Max Kruger over to Matthews. Kruger, he's going to wind it up. Shoot, save Shognosh. Kruger's 2 goals in this game come from that exact spot. That round goes to the goaltender. Here's Clark. Down to Nick Rude. Over to Drimmy. Oh, there's a penalty coming to Peterborough. Wow. Or coming to Orangeville. It's going to be a slash. Orangeville doesn't like it. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in the game. So Peterborough will have the advantage, assuming they don't take their own penalty for pretty much the entire rest of the game. Not sure who the slash is on here. Looks like it was on Costigan at the end there. Just an extra chop. We've certainly seen a couple of those go either way, so the tone has been set by the referees. Peterborough are going to sit on this for probably 20 seconds. Orangeville's going to have to do this thing the hard way. Minute and 50 left, but a 4-second differential between the penalty and the game. Nick Rude's got it right now. 10 on the shot clock. Clark playing catch with Wood. Here is Trey Deer. What can they pull out of their hat? Goaltender still in, so it's 4-on-5 for Orangeville. They're going to probably have to pull, and there's Deer inside! Can't finish it! As they're going to give this thing back to Orangeville, and we're going to get a wipe down. Big decision now for Coach Rusty Kruger. He's going to have time to talk about it, because we got to wipe the floor. What a slip pass and feed by Deer, just not able to get it to go. And then I think there's an interference call coming right there. Orangeville getting some time here with the wipe. Big decision upcoming for them to either pull the goalie or leave him in 4-on-5. I'm not sure what I would do in this scenario. I think you might have to go for it. Minute 12 left in the game. best you can hope for is maybe one more possession, but it's a full 30. Yeah, they're going to pull the goalie. So we're going to have 5-on-5 with the net empty. You see the 5 out there for Orangeville. Matthews, Deere, Ron, Sanderson, and Kruger. Some names that have been household names in this building for the last couple years, and some names that have been household names in this building for the last couple of decades out there. Kruger, Sanderson, Ron, Deere, and Matthews is the group. Lee, White, Wiggins, Simpson, and Trumbull for the Lakers. No one's on Dylan Sanderson here. 5-on-5, net's empty for Orangeville. Here is Owen Ron. Over to Lee and Matthews. Now to Kruger. He's got some space. Back to Lee and Matthews. Pick upcoming from Deere. Oh, what a save by Shagnaj. Might have had Deere on the backside too. Reset possession. 50 seconds left in the game. Kruger's got the loose ball. They're going to throw it back. Orangeville wants a timeout. Not going to get it. That's over and back. Constantopoul's got to hustle back into the goal. I think he's going to get there. So Peterborough's got to try to take this thing down as far as they can. They do have a timeout as far as I'm concerned, so they get in trouble. They should be able to take it. 35 on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. And they're going to call an off-ball infraction there on the Lakers. Boy. We'll sell you the whole seat. You'll only need the edge. Crowd doesn't like it. Haven't seen many calls ever at this time of the game that the crowd liked. So here is the scenario. The score is 8-7 for Peterborough. There are 32 seconds on the game clock, 30 seconds on the shot clock, 28 seconds on the penalties. So it's going to be 5-on-5. Problem for Orangeville is you just used up your best 5-on-5 play. Now you got to go back to the well again. As you see the final score, Toronto Beaches 9, Whippy Warriors 4 from the Pickering Recreation Complex. Beaches looking to punch their ticket on Wednesday. Orangeville looking to hopefully punch their ticket tonight for the Orangeville fans. And if you're Lakers fans, you want to see your team play at home one more time. Same crew out there for Orangeville. Here's Liam Matthews, leading scorer in the OJLL playoffs. Can he find the magic again? Here's Sanderson. Now over to Matthews. Gets the up pick from Deere. Back to Kruger, looking for Deere inside. No doing. Max Kruger. Simpson's guarding him. Gets the pick from Ron. Good defense. Over to Matthews. 6 on the shot clock. Got to make a play. It goes wide. One second left on the game clock. They just got to get someone's just got to pick up the ball for Peterborough. Doesn't really matter what happens. There's only 1 second. And the Peterborough Lakers stay alive. 8 is the magic number again. And we are heading to Game 6. What a contest. Here at Tony Rose. As Peterborough stays hot on the road, especially. Another victory. Both of their victories have come at Tony Rose in this series. You see the score there is 3-2. Nick Rude is the hero in this one. Excuse me, that's Mason Cree is the hero. As this is the winning goal here. Christie into Cree. Working on getting the schedule here. Game 6 should be on Wednesday. It is Wednesday, July 30th, 8 p.m., Peterborough Memorial Center. Game 6, boy. This one was any indication, you're going to want to be there. If not, stay tuned for coverage options. For everyone here at JVI and the OJLL, I'm John Donville. Thanks for tuning in. This has been another incredible effort of OJLL playoff lacrosse.